Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome to my YouTube channel. As a Cloud Surfer here on Azumarill Gaming, ready to make a video. Today we are making my first tier list on Pokemon Unite. Thank you very much for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. Remember to check the links in the description below. You can join my Discord, you can catch me live on Twitch, and you can go to my beautiful partner pages as well to check her on YouTube and on Twitch as well. Other than that, I want to remind you all that I'm looking for members for my Pokemon Unite team. So if you're interested, contact me. If you know somebody that is interested, send them in my way. You need to be from the Europe region, so keep that in mind. And a huge shout out to my SoulGroup and to everybody out there changing the world right now. So we have here a tier list. Let me do it like this. And we're gonna do Pokemon Unite tier list. This is before the release, really before the release of Delphox. And then I think we don't need to change the whole tier list because Delphox comes out, but there was a big change, there was a big update 2-3 days ago, and I want to make a tier list keeping that in mind. Alright, and we have here our classical tiers S, A, B, C, and D, and then we have the S plus because I really want to show some differences between the best Pokemons. And keep in mind, this is all based on my opinion, and I'll make a mixed tier list. I was thinking about making one for solo queue, making another one for jungle, but I think then I need to go more in depth, especially on the jungle one, and I don't want to make this video too long. So thank you very much for watching once again. Support the channel in any way you seem cool for yourself, and let's get started over here. Alright, we have everything aligned, and let's get started. So let's start maybe let's do it in order. Let's start with supporters. Alright, supporters. Blissey, S tier, great healing, great stun, the Unite is a lifesaver, is a must-have in every team, and can secure pretty well as well. So I like that. Wiggly came from S to B since the Score Shield and the Body Barrier were nerfed, so that tells me that those items were making Wiggly stronger. It's not just Wiggly strength, it's not enough at the moment. Sleep or the damage output, the attraction can still be disruptive, sleep plus attraction, but it's not effective as it used to be, right? Eldegoss, it's a surprise. Many people think that Eldegoss is B or C tier, but it's actually A tier. The way she support is unique, it's different, can give you shields, can give you speed, can give you HP. Blissey only gives you HP. Wiggly doesn't heal you at all, doesn't protect you at all, only with her Unite. Plus, her Unite is great to make bad fights end, you know, so that's very valuable. Eldegoss can still heal pretty well, can still give you shields, you know, like I said, makes you go faster, makes the enemy go slower, so it's a more open field supporter, if you like to say so, right? Next supporter, Hoopa, S as well. It was almost S tier, almost, but I think it never made there into S plus tier, I mean. Plus now, her Unite, it's a bit weaker in terms of damage, but you choose Hoopa over Blissey or over LG or over Wiggly because of the portals, because of the stun, because it does a bit more damage, it attacks faster, it is ranged as well. You can go trick and give shields and unlock cool mechanics with 2 attacks at the same time. If you go with portals, you can move your team anywhere from one base to another, back to the main base. You can save your team that is almost dying. So Hoopa is very, very clutch. It's really, really good. S tier for sure. Now, more supporters. I think that's the only supporters, right? Only 4 supporters. Really? No, I think Mr. Mime is a supporter, right? C tier. Okay, Mr. Mime works around a lot of debuffing the opponent, right? And the Pokemon Unite team are still trying to balance Mr. Mime out. And now the confusion plus barrier. It's not that powerful anymore because we have evolved into a more bulky meta and it's super hard to get. And if you fail, you are extremely melee and your basic damage don't do enough. Now yes, now I think we've done every supporter. Then if I miss 1 or 2 Pokemon from each category, it's okay guys, don't be mad at me, alright? Then we go to Speedsters, which we have very, very few as well. I was about to put Talonflame on D tier, but it's more because of the fall it has taken. You know, because Talonflame was S tier, and now it's easy as C tier, in my opinion. Because I remember back in the day, when you were doing Dreadnought, when you were doing Rotom, when you were doing Zapdos, everybody was like, be careful of the Talonflame, get a Talonflame first, stop doing, before Talonflame comes in with Fly or Brave Bird and get it. Nowadays, it's like, even if the Talonflame is around, unless it's really, really super low, it's not that impactful anymore. And Talonflame was that character, although fragile, it was impactful. It comes in, it knocks out, it pushes you around with the Unite. It can do that more though. That's true. You can use your Unite more often. But I think the damage of the Unite was weaker, and I see many Talonflames uniting against the wall. So that's not the best way to use Talonflame over there. But I mean, I might be harsh on Talonflame over here, but I really think it's a C tier, especially like for the role of the Speedster, which is to arrive somewhere fast, get some knockouts fast, and come back fast. Talonflame does go fast, but it just doesn't break the enemy team like that, you know? Then we go Absol, S tier. Individually speaking, I have a personal opinion that playing Absol or Pokemons like Absol and Gengar, especially on solo queue, it's a bit of a trick because you might get 9, 10, 15 knockouts, but many times you do not support the team. You go too much looking for the knockouts. The team fights you gone because you're super fragile. You can barely steal Zapdos. You can do it well with Gengar, but it's more common to be unsuccessful. So while it's very, very powerful, when you play solo queue with it, it's not bad. It's just the people that I've seen using it have certain tendencies to just forget the team, go for the KOs, pursue 3 Pokemon of the opponent team and getting themselves killed. And I believe that Gengar is a bit weaker than Absol because it has less escape. Absol has great escape, and the escape of Absol can transform really quick into an attack. I even think Absol has an attack that involves leaping a big distance. So I think Absol is way better in that area. It gets in, it knocks out. It doesn't need to perform such an extended combo as Gengar. If you miss your combo on Gengar, you're done. With Absol, your basics can crit. You can get out of it. You can get out. You can get in. The Unite is better as well. I think Gengar's Unite does more damage, but Absol's Unite you go from one side to another, doing a lot of damage, and then you finish with a big explosion of dark scythes, and it pushes them around. I think Absol is just better. It's also more like get in, get out. Gengar, you need to spend some more time doing the combo, which takes away from the Speedster role, but Gengar is still very, very good, guys. Don't be sad if your favorite is in A tier. A tier is really, really good. You're gonna see I will put more on B and C. I don't know if I put anyone on D. Maybe the next Speedster, Zeraora. It's struggling. You can't lane with it. You can't go jungle. You can be on the team fights. You can 1v1s. You can't 1-2 2v1. I don't know. Zeraora back in the day, it was good. It was very punishing. It was one of those Pokémons that will take people to a more suicidal, in-game, not in general life, way of playing, where he's pressuring against 3 on the opponent base. But now it's just, I barely see it, to be honest. And when I see it, it's just a disappointment. You know, when I see it, it's just a disappointment. And I mean, not enough HP recovery, good damage. It can go away, it can run away very well with Volt Tackle or Spark, but then when it comes back, or if it finds another opponent, it can deal as well as Absol can, you know? And it just feels super fragile, feels kind of stuck in the same place. The Unite back in the day was brutal. Now it's not that brutal anymore. I don't know. Help Zeraora. He needs help. And like, the only thing better on Talonflame, it's the reach with Brave Bird and Fly. You can't beat that, right? Zeraora is very... Talonflame is good because of that, in comparison to Zeraora. Zeraora is just lacking in everything. True. Now, let's go to our defenders, alright? So, Blastoise was recently nerfed, and it's A tier. It's not S tier anymore. But, if I would make a defender tier list, Blastoise will be S tier, maybe S+, because Blastoise was broken offensively on the damage it was putting out, and it couldn't be stopped. It could get in super fast on the fight. It could run away super fast without being punished because it couldn't be stopped or slowed. So he was broken as an attacker, because as a defender, Blastoise always been very strong, right? So overall, because he's such a good defender, it gets a spot in A. But as an attacker, the Unite does less damage, you can be stopped, you can be slowed down right now, and I don't know if they nerfed the Water Spout, but it does less damage for sure. I think it's the fact that removed some survivability from it, and Blastoise damage was about being consistent on the same Pokemon for a long while. So if you can punish that now, he does less damage. So he was S tier, he was S tier plus. Before the nerf, he was S tier plus, easy. He could do everything. Now it's just the best defender and a good bully. It's not broken bully, it's a good bully, gets in, does some damage, pushes you around with its moves. I like it. I like Blastoise still. Snorlax, hurting a lot. It's not because it's bad, just so many Pokemon got buffed and nerfed. They didn't touch Snorlax, they didn't touch Memo, you know. And I think Memo is better right now. You know, you have more reach, you can freeze, you can do really crazy things with Mamoswine that you can do with Snorlax. But they are both suffering from what I just said. They are buffing and nerfing certain Pokemons, they don't touch Mamoswine and Snorlax, you know. So there is no change, they feel old, they feel stale, and people don't pick it up as much. But Snorlax with X speed and block, it's super fun, but Mamoswine is way better. More resilient, can do more damage, can do more things than just defend, and it can freeze a lot, which is awesome. Alright, Crustle, I mean, it's a B+, you know? Crustle is better than Mamoswine. And it's better than Wiggly, for sure. The thing is about Wiggly, she's not a defender, she's a supporter. It's the sleep and the charm. It's great perturb. But, bro, Crustle, like, if he is rocking Shell Smash, he's super fast, he's bulky, X-Scissor is always available right now because of the cooldown reduction. If you Unite, not even 3 at the same time can kill it. It can score easy over 300 points. You know, that's why I want to put Crustle on A tier, I'm telling you. I just think there is, like, better Pokemon that they are way more impactful into the game, and it's not fair for them to be with Crustle on the same A tier. But if we're doing a defender's tier list, or a non-attacker tier list, Crustle goes to A easy. I mean, it's solid, it's competent, it does what it does super well, and it can do something that it's outside of the defender role, and does it very well as well. It gets objectives, it does Audinos fast, it can stun the enemies. I mean, it's a great Pokemon, but you see, I can put it on the same tier as Blastoise. I think Blastoise is better, right? Greedent S or A+. Come on now, it's not a B tier. Greedent, it goes A. It's not S. No, it's not. Not anymore. Not anymore. I think him and Blastoise were stronger because they were unstoppable than just stronger in general. Just they don't have high attack stats and things like that. Their unites are pretty good. They can secure. They can knock up other Pokemons. Greedent can do things that Blastoise doesn't, like Steel Jungle. It's way better for secures. But I have to make it like this. Blastoise is better than Greedent. But because they do different things, you can say, like, because Blastoise and Crustle do the same thing. Right? That's why I consider Crustle to be worse. But Greedent is very unique, actually. There is no Pokemon in the game that does what Greedent does, which is being super annoying, running fast, going to counter jungle. Those belches, with attack weight on, do a ton of damage. So, I mean, it's not that impactful as it used to be. But like, if you see a Greedent, if it's on a hands of a good player, you on a bad time if you're on the opposing team. Slowbro, still a B tier. Still a B tier. I mean, it was super good back in the day with the Surf, with the 3 stuns. But now, it's not that Slowbro got worse, it's just the meta game changed. The way we play the game changed. And those 3 Surfs are not enough for you to run Slowbro, right? Even Crustle is better in my opinion, okay? And when you have Blastoise and Greedent on that defender role, he's just, only if you get tired of those and Crustle you pick a Slowbro. Slowbro is still very good. The water gun is great. The water gun is great to get those early Audinos, but as the game goes on, the only thing good about Slowbro is the Unite, and this isn't after he got the buff on Scald, which I haven't seen that power coming from that. You know, maybe after we play some more matches, maybe in 1 week, I'll say, hey, okay, Slowbro is actually very good right now, but nah, I think Slowbro is still lacking. It's not Slowbro is lacking, just you have better options, alright? Now, Zeraora is really lacking on something, they need to work it out. Talonflame is not lacking, Gengar and Absol are better, just that, you know? Now, Zeraora is lacking, Snorlax is lacking a little bit, you know? You can't do much. Trevenant, A tier, easy. Trevenant is really good, bro. It's really good. Trevenant might be on the same level as Blastoise right now. You know? Because Curse has huge radius and it's always taking HP. You don't need to focus on that specific Pokemon. Then when you burst it, you regain HP, your special ability is to regain HP, you can push them around while healing HP with the Horn Leech. Your Unite, although it doesn't make the enemy team jump, it makes them weaker, more susceptible to others' moves. You are almost immortal and you don't need to spin like Blastoise. You weren't unstoppable. So you don't need to change from unstoppable immune Blastoise to stoppable not immune Blastoise. I mean, Trevenant is super complete. It's really strong. And I'm surprised most people don't use it. You know? It's really strong, bro. It's really strong. And now I'm noticing we need more defenders or more supporters, you know? But I know it's hard to make different defenders. No, they pretty much do the same thing. They don't die and they push others around. Let's go into our all-rounders. I think I didn't miss any defender, right? Azumarill, guys. A tier, I'm telling you. Azumarill is very, very good. You need the right build. You need the right mindset. But you can easily, without effort, 60k. Without it being your best match. 60k damage easy. Okay? The best pillar in the game. Because, oh, he's a 30 Cloud Surfer. But on team fights, Azumarill is not bad. Is really bad. Yes and no. Water Pulse, bro, does great on team fights. And then, if you can play with Aqua Tail, you can isolate them better. And with Whirlpool, and with your basic moves, you can hit only one. It's possible. But I'm telling you, with the right mindset, with the right build, Azumarill A tier. On the normal player, B or C. Okay? But on my hands, I've been playing Azumarill a lot. I love Azumarill, guys. It's A tier. I truly believe, I know Azumarill has a lot of potential untapped. Okay? And even myself, I even find the best build. Okay? And the thing is, even I think many all-rounders are liking that aspect. Even if you don't do 60, 70, 80k damage, your crits just makes the life easier for everybody. Easy. And with Whirlpool, you get, actually now you get a lot of HP back. Even from wild Pokemon. Okay? And even if it's you and the teammate against 2 or 3, the victory is always yours. So for me, I know many people don't agree with this, but Azumarill is A tier. And there is a way to make her go jungle that is a unique way that nobody else can do because of the crits on the jungle Pokemons. Because then you can invade with Water Pulse always rolling and regenerate with Whirlpool, and nobody can do that. So Azumarill, A tier with the right build, the right mindset, and the right team. But with the right team, anybody can be good. But I'm telling you, Azumarill is really, really good, guys. It's just a tough spot in the meta game right now, but don't sleep on Azumarill. I have a video on the channel. Don't sleep on Azumarill. Alright? Now, we talked too much about Azumarill. Lucario, S tier. It keeps being nerfed. It's still just... But also he benefits a lot from animation castling. That's true. But it's still very strong. It survives, it deals damage, it stuns, it can steal. The Unite is good. The abilities is good. The basic stun as well. Bro, it's Lucario. It was the best before. It is one of the best right now. There is no discussion on that. Another all-rounder, Serena. Solo Q, A tier, almost S. On team fights or competitive B. Okay, but Solo Q A, especially because it got buffed recently. And it does a lot of damage right now. But it can't reach that well. The Unite it's single target, which make it kinda bad. But, I mean, it's good, right? But, like, Machamp is S tier. Machamp is S tier, for sure. Oh, bro. Machamp is so good. It's really, really good. It's like a more aggressive Lucario. That he gets in, gets out. Especially with Dynamic Punch, he jumps on top of you. And then with the cross chop, he does those crits. Oh, man. Machamp is real. Don't sleep. Many people like sleep on Machamp until this day. I don't know why. Machamp is really good, guys. Oh, man. If you're tired of Lucario, go play some Machamp. You'll not disappoint yourself. Okay, it's really, really good. Then, Aegislash, A tier. It's really good, especially to counter Cinderace, Greninja, the Decidueye, Duraludon, to counter the Venusaur, to counter those more fragile Pokemon. If you got a good number of counters and you go in, they gone. And if you a master with the shield and sword transition, S tier. Bro, not only you are unstoppable, you can stop others as well. So if you are a master on the sword and shield transition, Aegislash is S tier. On normal players with Aegislash, like myself, I'm a master Azumarill. I'm not very good with Aegislash, it's A tier. Easy to get knockouts. It's a bit fragile if you don't run some good defensive items, but it's still really, really good on my opinion. Venusaur with Solar Beam A. I think the Petal Dance build is not so strong right now, but it's A. Charizard, it's A. We don't need to explain that too much. Garchomp is B. B plus, because it can attack super fast. The Unite is super strong. It can rip Zapdos. It can rip Dreadnought. It can push people around on 1v1. It's very, very strong. Gardevoir A, because now you evolve level 8. Your Confusion as a little Rots does more damage. I mean, it feels complete right now. Gardevoir really feels complete. It doesn't feel like a glass cannon. It feels like a glass cannon that got some iron reinforcements and it can move fast. You know? Pikachu, while uniting A, then B. It's more of a... Oh no, Pikachu is not an all-rounder. Neither these two. Sorry guys. Cremo is an all-rounder, right? B. Dragonite. Why B? Because you don't have a lot of mobility. Your Unite is not that strong. Surf and Hurricane is extremely punishing. But, I mean, it's better than Slowbro and Wiggly and Mamo. But, it feels like a Garchomp. It really feels like it's like a nice surprise, but it's not consistent. You know, it really feels like Garchomp. That's true. I'm noticing that right now. True. Is like, sometimes it's a surprise, many times it is a disappointment, you know? Dragonite. Now, Dragonite, it's on a weird spot. It's secured super well. It can score a lot of points. It's kind of bulky, and its attack was buffed recently. So, I think they were trying to make the Outrage build more useful, but it lacks a lot of reach, and the Hyper Beam is not as it was in the past. So, I mean, Serena is better, Azumarill is better, Charizard is better as all-rounders, Aegislash is better than Dragonite, right? There is not much to say there. Yeah, it's like, I like Dragonite, it's one of my favorites on the list that we have, but it's just not that impactful, you know? That's true. Now, let's move to our cute little attackers. Ninetales, A, can freeze, can stun, does a lot of damage, attacks fast. Sylveon, B, very, very annoying with a hyper voice, but she's only pointing in one direction. It's super easy to dodge. And after that, she's kind of exposed. The Unite is good more for survivability than for damage, so it's on a tough spot. Decidueye A, easy A, it's really, really good. The only reason Decidueye is not S, it's because of escape. He doesn't have a good way to escape. Cinderace, even with the Blaze Kick nerf, that doesn't mean she's better than Lucario. It was just a coincidence. Even with the Blaze Kick nerf, she is still super good, easy 15 knockouts. I just feel it was a bit stupid to nerf the Blaze Kick. If they wanted you to play more with the Power Ball, just buff that. Why are you nerfing Blaze Kick to incentive Power Ball play? I don't like it, because now Cinderace gets way more assists than knockouts, and that's weird. And it's like, bro, what? But you see, the only Cinderace has Flame Charge and Faint. Decidueye doesn't. That's the only reason Decidueye is not an S tier. It does not have a good escape. Pikachu, B tier. Especially, he doesn't feel like an attacker. Pikachu doesn't feel like an attacker. It feels like an offensive supporter. You know? Duraludon, low A, even high B. You know, the nerfs on the Dragon Pulse were too much. It doesn't even make sense to run Dragon Pulse right now. It's just like, come on, what you doing? It's fragile. It doesn't have a lot of escape. I mean, but it's a tower. It's the tower, right? That's what it meant to be. Espeon, it had a lot of potential. They need to buff it. Like, it's very slow. The basic attacks don't do enough damage for the time you need to wait for the boosted. It's high B. It's very strong, especially with the Psyshock. But I mean, it's tough to reach. It's tough to go it's tough to go here. It's tough to go there. On Zapdos team fight, your Unite, it's good, but then you can't do anything. It's very good to steal Zapdos though, but not good for the team fight. Very good on the early game, but as the other Pokemons grow stronger in the game, you start to feel that your Psyshock doesn't do that much damage. It's still really good. I love to play with Espeon, but I mean, just look at the A tier. Everybody there is better than Espeon, right? Because I say this a lot on my live streams. I mean, Zeraor is really bad right now. Maybe Mr. Mime is really bad right now. But there is really no bad Pokemon. It's just better Pokemon. You know what I mean? They don't have bad moves or bad stats. You just have better, more faster, with cooldown reduction, with more dodge ability, with more supporting, with more block, with more stuns. And Espeon kind of feels she's lacking, or that she's not lacking, but she doesn't have as many tools. You know what I'm saying? The tools she have are very, very good, but other Pokemons have more tools, right? Even a Azumarill, just the fact she can crit every time, it's awesome, you know? Then, Greninja S+, and the only reason Greninja S+, and Cinderace not, it's because of the Surf reset, alright? And it has slightly better escape with the Kagemushins, with the double team, and with the slow smoke, the smoke screen. It feels more solid, you know, because I was playing today Greninja. It's the basic attacks. The basic attacks of Greninja, even as a little Froakie, do more damage than Cinderace. That's very good because you use your abilities, or you are waiting to use your abilities, and your attack, your basic attacks, just do very good damage, and then you are ranged and melee. Cinderace is only ranged, right? So the fact you are ranged and melee makes you good for any type of situation. You can peel from distance, get in, get the boost, which is crit, finish with Surf. Cinderace needs to peel, Blaze Kick, peel even faster, you know? It's different, but Cinderace, it's infinitely an S tier. Gardevoir can dish out a ton of damage. And like I said before, you evolve early right now, you do more damage with Confusion as a little Ralts. You can be always far away doing that damage. They can touch you, especially if you're running Moonblast and you're always stunning. You stun them, you walk back, you stun them, you walk back, always using the Future Sight or the Psyshock to do damage. It's great. Gardevoir, it's a great Pokemon. It's super fun at the moment to play right now. It's almost S tier. I need to see some more matches. I need to see some more play. It's very good. Gardevoir received a very good buff. It's very, very good. You know? Lastly, but not least, our friend Venusaur, also on A tier. It's very solid. The Solar Beam does a lot of damage. If you go with the Petal Dance, it's still good. It's not that Venusaur was S tier in the past. easy. But not anymore, you know. If I even consider it a low A. It just his Unite, it's one of the best in the game because it hits one spot and then spreads into 4 spots. That's great for team fights, bro. You can get a better Unite for team fights than that. Because Cinderace Unite has a big range, but if you dodge, that's it. Now, if somebody throws Unite with Venusaur, you can dodge the first one with your eject button, but then there is no more eject button for the follow-up. And the team of Venusaur knows you're gonna dodge, so they can move near the follow-up and get you. You know, I think it's really good. I think it's only staying on A because of its Unite. It lost a lot of play. There is better Pokemon right now to do what it does. It's a low A. It's not a high B. It's a low A, infinitely. And the only at S plus right now it's Greninja. Bliss is almost there. Lucario. I mean, Lucario is almost there, but once again he benefits a lot from animation cancelling, and I think Greninja doesn't benefit that much. And tell me what you think on the comments down below. Tell me if I have any controversial thought. Tell me what you would change on the tier list. And before we end, let me just scribble this around so people and I believe Greninja here just to make it more credible, you know. Just let's move some things around, put a lot of Pokemons in C tier, just for it to look weird, you know. Dragonite in D, Cinderace in D, Zeraora in S. Let's leave those in A because they make sense. S1 can come to A. And let's put Duraludon here. Let's put Mr. Mime in A. And let's put like a real MMO. No, people wouldn't believe that. Let's put Talonflame on S because many people think Talonflame and Zeraora are S tier. I'm joking, I'm talking about the perspective of the people that I play with on solo queue. So, and the Azumarill is S tier plus because you can get all the crits, you can regenerate. Yes, you don't have a lot of reach, but if you do, it's KO. Alright? Now, Cinderace D tier. The nerf on Blaze Kick was too strong, you know. Parabol is very hard to get in. Blissey, I feel it doesn't heal enough. We are on a very offensive meta game, like Pokemon like Decidueye, Absol, Zeraora, and Talonflame being on the S tier changed everything, you know. And like Slowbro on B tier, it's a shame because it used to be on S tier as a defender. It's on B tier right now. Gengar is C tier because like, bro, what you do with Gengar? You get 9 knockouts and that's it, right? So I hope it's not a controversial tier list. Guys, tell me your opinions in the comments down below, and I see you next time.